Pull up, two-door swerve. Ay, pull up. Ay, pull up, two-door swerving. Back in the day, I was wordless. Started from the service in the middle of the desert with a wetter, hotter enough to break a motherfucking thermos, nigga. Ay, look at the flick of my wrist. Won't forget.
What's going on, guys? Back here with another episode of Copper Flop, where we review this week's premium set in NBA 2K18. So, as usual, we're getting into the packs here. The Overdrive pack is the name of the set. So, kind of cool. We had some diamonds on the cover or on the design. So there are a lot of diamonds. Kind of a little spoiler in the set. So no false advertisement there. These packs are out for 2 weeks as usual, and they cost 10,500 MT or 11,250 VC per pack. So $4 to $5 in US dollars at least per pack. So very pricey as usual. So that's kind of why I make these videos, to tell you guys, in my opinion, if it's worth using your VC. So a little side note here, they have throwback playoff moments and playoff moments out for the playoffs, obviously. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I mean, it's not about, these packs aren't what this video is about, but they have really good odds. The throwback moments have really good odds. If anything, I recommend this pack over anything if you really want to, you know, pull packs, you have an addiction. I've had a couple friends pull some boxes with this, and they've had really good luck. So you can get like Diamond Carmelo, Manu Ginobili, Pau Gasol, stuff like that, and they're always adding cards, and the odds are pretty good. And so same thing with the playoff moments, not quite as good, but not bad either. So moving right into the set, let's look at all these cards. So 15 in the set, and we're starting it off with Ruby Kris Dunn. So I'm gonna go a little bit quicker than usual. I'm not gonna talk about every detailed stat, every stat, because there's 15 cards, and I don't want this video to be 30 minutes, because if you guys can watch 30 minutes, well, props to you. So 6'3" point guard, better offense than defense. Looking at his 3-ball 91, mid-range is there, ball control, obviously can speed boost. Not really an undersized point guard, but for this type of game that is this year, might have some problems on defense with his size. But other than that, very good shooter, very quick. Definitely can dunk with a 85 driving dunk tendency. Looking at the driving dunk, 55, so he will throw down a little bit, but really good budget card, I'd say, all around. Especially, I know some of you guys like Kris Dunn, and if you're Bulls fans, so not too bad there. And then the badges are pretty solid as well. So moving on to the next card, we have rookie John Collins. Has a dynamic duo. I'm not sure off the top of my head who it's with, but look at this. Ruby has 2 Hall of Fame badges, and it's a rookie. Kind of cool. 6'10" power forward, so definitely solid. We'll compare him to Anthony Davis. I know it's not gonna match up too well, but these are the type of centers you're gonna play against on Supermax. So has the post game, has the mid range, has the 3 of an 83, so not too bad. Has a free throw. Obviously can't speed boost. Passing is really bad, so I wouldn't, you know, bring the ball up the court with him and try to pass. Defense is, his defense is not very good. Or it is pretty good except for the on ball, but you're not going to be guarding guards. But the dunking is where he really excels, though. 80 speed, very nice, and it goes with that standing dunk and driving dunk of the 90s, 95 plus, and then the tendencies 100. So this guy's going to be throwing down if he has an open lane, and depending on the dunk animations they gave him, he'll be throwing down all right. And looking at the badges, they really match up well with what he can do. Hall of Fame posterizer and lob city finisher. Anthony Davis doesn't even have that. So this guy's going to be a budget baller, and you're going to have to watch out for him just dunking on you pretty much. So coming up next, we have Frank Ntilikina. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad, but he's from France, 6'5", a really big point guard. I guess in real life, in this game, it's perfect, but in real life, he's a pretty large point guard. We'll compare him to Lonzo Ball. So he didn't have the best season in real life, but he's okay. I mean, I'm not really a Knicks fan, but people have mixed opinions about him. But has the mid-range, has the open shot 3 of 82. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's not bad. Has the ball control, so can speed boost. Definitely can pass with 90s. Can't really rebound, especially 6'5", so that's kind of unfortunate, but can play defense like a madman. 54 block and 60 shot contest is really weird, especially for, he seems like a defensive player based off the stats. I don't know what's up with that, but other than that, very athletic, can dunk with 85 driving dunk tendency, and then looking at the badges, pickpocket, defensive stopper. So I don't know what's up with the shot contest and block. Maybe they'll change that. Hopefully they do. But he has a dynamic duo as well. Not sure who it's with. Maybe it's with like a Ruby Porzingis. I don't know, but that'd be kind of cool. So moving on, we got Matt Barnes from the Phoenix Suns. And I'm going to be honest, I've never really used a Matt Barnes card, but 6'7" small forward, 89 offensive and 82 defensive. So I'd imagine he has defensive badges, yep, mixed with catch and shoot and corner specialist. So that's pretty nice. And we'll compare him to, oh my goodness, let's do Kawhi Leonard. Let's do Ron Artest, because some of you guys most of you guys probably have him. So doesn't have a post game, has the mid-range of an 82, so not crazy. So he has a higher 3-point than mid-range, so take more threes with him for sure. Can speed boost with an 86. Can't really rebound. Defense is okay, but this card, not gonna lie, the dunking too is not very good. This card's not looking very good. Probably the worst one so far. Has the dunking tendencies, but not looking too good. The best thing about it, in my opinion, is the badges. Other than that, not very good. I would not recommend that card. So, moving on. For the 5th card, Jonathan Isaac. This is a really cool card. People kind of get hyped about this guy because he is 6'11" at the small forward position. So, very tall, kind of like Kevin Durant. Real life height. He's definitely 7 foot, Kevin Durant in real life. But we'll compare these guys. Jonathan Isaac, as you can see, 99 defense and 86 offense. So, definitely a defensive player. Doesn't really have too much in the post. Mid-range 85, 82 open shot 3. So he can stretch the court, which is good. Can speed boost to 86. Passing's not the best. Rebounding's good. Louder quickness is great. And of course his defense is great with the 99s. And then the driving dunk 95, contact 95. Tendencies 100 driving dunk, so that's huge. 90 standing, 85 flashy. And then looking at the badges, defensive stopper and chase down. So not too bad. This card's definitely going to be a beast. There's going to be a lot of them, very cheap, and he's huge. He's huge rookie. Going to play really well in the game this year. So, moving on to the first Amethyst, another LeBron James. So, not gonna lie, this card doesn't look the best already. I mean, it's LeBron. It's going to play amazing. Going to have dunk animations. Of course, it has 99, 98, but not very good compared to the Diamond. I'm going to be honest, like, this card's going to be cheap, which will be good, but I feel like if you're going to fork out money for a LeBron, you might as well just get the Diamonds, but I don't want to be too biased, but that's just my opinion. But I think if you're going to get a LeBron, you might as well go big or go home and definitely get the Diamond 95 one. But moving on here, has the driving layup, obviously, has a fadeaway, which is pretty good, mid-range 89, 79 open shot 3, so not bad 3-pointer, not bad shooting stats, but the Diamond one, again, I think you should get the 95 because it has a little bit better 3-pointer and can do the same exact thing. And comparing the badges, we'll look at the badges. Chase down artist, of course he has it. Pick and roll maestro, of course. Relentless finisher, acrobat, of course. The Diamond one, not the one I have right here, but the 95 one is the same exact card, and I really think you should get that one. Unless you want the headband, of course. I don't think it's added in the game. I've seen some people complain about that. But if you want a headband LeBron, definitely get this one. But if you want just a LeBron that's going to play the best for you, I definitely would recommend a Diamond. So moving on to Kyrie Irving Amethyst. This might be the best card in the game for a Kyrie you can get. Unless I'd actually imagine they'd probably throw out a historic Kyrie from the historic Diamond Kyrie from the playoffs, when he hit that shot that really helped the Warriors, or really helped the Cavs beat the Warriors. But obviously I know that Pink Diamond's out, but not many people can get that. But moving on, very good Kyrie Irving card. Let's look at the badges first. Ankle breaker, relentless finisher, acrobat, deep range Jedi, mid range Jedi. Very good card. Very, very good offensively. Unfortunately, kind of a small body frame in this game, so he's going to be bodied on the defensive end. But of course has the shooting stats, of course has the ball control. Obviously not going to rebound. Defense is okay, but his dunking, not really going to dunk. But yeah, very good card. It's going to be cheap, I'm sure. Maybe, but as you can see, not many of these cards have been pulled. If that's kind of hinting at where this set's rating is going to be at the end, because I kind of have an idea so far of what I'm going to rate this set, but I don't know. Moving on, I'm kind of rambling here. I don't want to get off course, but there are a lot of cards, and I'm not trying to miss details, but I'm trying to, at the same time, make this quick, because I know a lot of you guys aren't going to listen for 30 minutes plus for these reviews. So, Larry Nance, first really good Larry Nance card they've added this year. He has a 78 3-ball, which is very forgiving, or very lucky, because he doesn't really shoot threes in his career. Mid-range is there, and of course he's going to have the dunking stats. He can't speed boost, by the way, 50, not looking good. But his dunking stats, 95, 97, 97. and 62 speed of ball, very slow. So unfortunately, he's not going to get the hoop too quick, but he's going to dunk like a madman. It's Larry Nance. If you guys know who Larry Nance Jr. is, his son, he used in the dunk contest, and this is his dad, and he's even better than that. So can dunk like a madman, has great animations, and of course his badges: rim protector, defensive stopper, pick and roller, post riser, lob safe finisher. And I almost forgot, going back to the stats, he's definitely really good on defense. I think that's kind of what he's known for. Defense, yeah. 98 consistency, yeah. Very good defender and can dunk. So kind of a hardcore defender and dunker. So moving on to the next Amethyst, Gail Goodrich. Very short shooting guard, if I remember correctly. Yes, 6'1". You might as well run him at the point guard. So we'll pretend he's a point guard for this, and we'll compare him to a little bit. Let's do Pete Maravich, because I used to run him at point guard too, and I think a lot of people did. So this guy is a very good shooter, for historic Laker. 97 to open shot 3. Of course, he has a good mid range. 94 free throw. Ball control's there. Passing's pretty good. Obviously not going to have amazing rebounding. Defense is pretty good for a size, but I'm telling you, you're going to get blown by this year with the huge point guards people run, like LeBron's at point guard. And his dunking's not the best with the tendencies, but his stats, or his badges actually, are very, very good. Hall of Fame catch and shoot, deep range Jedi, mid range Jedi, and corner specialist. So crazy sharpshooter, but this card already you can see he's going for super cheap because he's small and can just shoot, and it's kind of like a Mark Price, if I'm going to be honest. So can't really recommend that card. But for some of you historic Laker fans out there like me, that might be a cool card to have on your all-time Lakers team. So moving on to the first diamond, and we have a lot of them. We have Diamond Jason Richardson. So this card, I'm going to be honest, just from the first side of it, kind of underwhelming. I was thinking maybe he could replace T-Mac or maybe start over T-Mac, but T-Mac's too good in this game. He's taller, and his stats and badges are way better than this Jason Richardson. Doesn't have the post game, obviously. Has mid range. Has a 3 of a 92, so not bad. Has the ball control. Has the free throw. Passing's really good. Can rebound a little bit. His defense is okay, a little bit better than normal, but nothing crazy. Dunking's obviously amazing. 98 and 90. 95 speed, 87 speed with ball, but again, Tracy McGrady hasn't beat there. Tendencies, about the same. I mean, he has a standing dunk, so might standing dunk more than Tracy McGrady, but that's not how you really would use this card. And looking at the badges, they're pretty much identical, but there's less of them to Tracy McGrady. So not a bad card. If you can't afford Tracy McGrady, this will be a really good substitute, but again, a little underwhelming. But we'll get into the next diamond now. Lou Hudson, historic Lou Hudson. Never really used this card last year, but he was one of the first historics released last year, and he has a really good release if it's like last year. 6'5", small forward, so you might want to run him at the shooting guard. We'll compare him to Vince Carter, about the same height. Really good shooting stats, 95, 91 3, so not bad. Ball control is 86. Passing's not very good. Rebounding is but that's not really what he's meant for. Defense is very good, above average, 90s, or if you round up about 90s, so high 80s. Driving dunk, 85. Pair it with his driving dunk tendency of 100, so he'll dunk. 88 speed with ball, 90 speed. So again, kind of I wouldn't say a budget Vince Carter, because he's not going to throw down like him, but a very good shooter, very good offensive player. Has relentless finisher, acrobat, catch and shoot, tireless scorer, difficult shots, and mid-range Jedi. So very good offensive scorer. But again, I think this card's going to be very overlooked. And as you can see, not very many have been pulled. If that's, again, hinting at this whole set so far. Not very many people have pulled this. And I'm recording this 2 to 3 hours after the card release, which is even kind of late for me recording these. So not very many cards up. So moving on to the next card, we have Diamond Bernard King. Some of you Knicks fans out here will really, really like this card, but I'm not really a big fan, and you'll see why with the stats. But he's a 6'7" small forward, very, very good. I wouldn't say all around, because he can't shoot the 3. I mean, he's a 69, so if he's open, it might go in, but not very consistent. Compare him to, Rick Barry, because a lot of you guys might have Rick Barry. So he can do everything, but pretty much shoot the 3. Very solid. Ball control, so he can speed boost. Can rebound pretty well. Defense is okay. I'd say above average, so 90s. That's really good, I'd say. Standing dunk, 97 contact, 85 standing. No disrespect to this card at all. Just I don't know if it's going to fit the Supermax playstyle if you're not going to be able to shoot threes with your small forward. He can dunk like a madman, 100 dunk tendencies, and then pair it with the badges he has: Relentless Finisher, Acrobat, Posterizer, Lopsy Finisher, Tireless Score, and Difficult Shots. But again, there's just better cards already, and that's kind of the theme so far. If you've seen with a lot of these cards, there's just better cards that you can use over some of these. So moving on to the next diamond, and definitely my favorite in the entire set, Diamond Demarcus Cousins. So I have a Demarcus Cousins, and that's who we're going to be comparing him to. He does have a diamond shoe on mine, so just subtract 9 from the pluses you see on mine. But this card I've already looked at, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be kind of biased here. I do not really like this card because, well, the stats aren't really different. I mean, you're not really going to notice anything with the mid-range here. The three-pointer's a little bit better by 3 and 5, but nothing huge. Ball control's not any different. Passing's not any different, which I'm really surprised there. I know they can't do too much to make this like a god, like OP card, but I mean, he's really good, but they can't make him unrealistic. Honestly, that's not even a good word either, because some of these cards aren't really realistic, but they can't make this card do everything like LeBron James to have like 99 everything across the board, which I understand, but kind of sad. They did really boost the defense, so that's one good thing, but they didn't change the speed, acceleration, nothing too crazy there. They didn't even change the dunking tendencies, which again, kind of sad. But here's where I really don't understand. They didn't change any badges, and again, I understand they want to be kind of realistic, but they didn't add hustle rebounder, which, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't. He's a center. No difficult shots, which, okay, fine. They didn't add any post scoring, not even catch and shoot, and they didn't add posterizer. I mean, if any of you guys have seen Boogie, when he gets really mad, especially at the Kings, he would poster some guys, and I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's a glitch, but as you can tell, kind of upset with this card. Not a big upgrade, and honestly, I'm not even gonna upgrade to this card because it's not that big of a difference, and I'm not gonna notice, and it's not really worth the MTs. So kind of a rant there, but again, as you can see, there's what, 10 up, if that says anything about people wanting to pull these cards. So moving on to the next diamond, didn't mean to rant too much there, but again, we have Isiah Thomas, and this card has a lot of Hall of Fame badges, being 6'1" point guard, so kind of undersized, or definitely kind of undersized for this year's point guard position. Doesn't have any post game, has a mid range, has a 3, so this is very familiar or very similar to the pink diamonds last year. 99 ball control, that's kind of cool. Passing's great. Rebounding's but the defense, of course, is going to be amazing. It's Isiah Thomas, kind of the leader of the bad boy Pistons. Dunking, he's going to be dunking a little bit, but nothing crazy. Don't expect too many like contact animations, but not a bad card all around. 11 Hall of Fame badges, fast break, pickpocket, defensive stopper, dimer, that's really huge. Lob speed passer, pick and roll maestro, flashy passer, ankle breaker, relentless finisher, teardropper, and acrobat. So very good defensive point guard and offensive. I mean, he can do everything. He's very good. He's a two-way point guard, but again, with his size, he's going to get blown by with any large point guards or anyone bringing up the ball. That's just the way it is this year. And again, I can't really recommend this card, especially with the price it's going at. I'm sure it's going to be even lower. This one only has a 100K bid. A lot of these will be buy nows, but can't really recommend that card. So moving on to the next diamond, and the final diamond, we have Diamond Tim Duncan. And this card is definitely the most expensive in the set, and probably the best in the set. And not very many people love Tim Duncans in 2K, but in the right hands, he can be pretty good. And he is 6'11", so very good for power forward. This is probably even better than the pink diamond one last year, maybe. I don't have the stats, obviously, in the game here, but we'll compare him to Anthony Davis, a very common point or power forward used in Supermax and 2K18 this year. So Tim Duncan's got him beat in the post game there, which I can agree with because Tim Duncan was a monster in the post. Has him tied with mid-range. Open shot 3 is not there, but he can shoot if he's wide open. Free throws there. Ball control obviously not really huge because it's power forward. Passing is really good. That's one thing he's got beat on Anthony Davis. Defense, rebound, offense rebounds that are 99, box out, great rebounder, lateral quickness, and then defense is going to be amazing. This card's going to be really, really good. Just a little less athletic than Anthony Davis and a little less of a wingspan, but 83 speed, not bad. Speed with ball doesn't really matter. Acceleration's there, but very, very good card. And then the dunking tendencies, 90 flashy, 100 driving, and 99 standing. And then pairing with all these badges he has: bruiser, chase down artist, rim protector, defensive stopper, hustler, rebounder, up under specialist, drop stepper, post spin technician, relentless finisher, pick and popper, pick and roller, and put back king. So a beast of a power forward. A lot of San Antonio people are going to love this card, and honestly, I might give him a try just because I've never released a Tim Duncan. But this card, as you can see, is a beast all around, and probably is going to be snagging some boards and be in high competition with Anthony Davis. So let's move on to the set reward here, and let me pull it up on the other screen. Sorry for this delay. And why don't we just look at it? 99 overall, Allen Iverson. So that's the reward. I know a lot of people were going to be wanting to lock this set in, but there's 15 cards, so I'm not sure as of right now if it'd be worth it, but because that's a lot of cards, obviously. But I don't know. It's up to, I mean, there's a lot of hardcore fans out there. Maybe you'll really want to get it. All right, Allen Iverson. Sorry about the delay there. So he's 6 foot, so gonna get bullied at the shooting guard. So I really recommend him at the point guard, and even there he'll get bullied. But he does have 12 Hall of Fame badges to make up for it. Has all the good shooting badges. Has acrobat, relentless finisher, teardropper. Of course, has ankle breaker, pick and roll maestro, pickpocket, and one-man fast break. His shooting stats are great. Dunking stats are there. I don't know if they have the tendencies on here. He will dunk a little bit. He does have a 15 driving dunk, so nothing crazy. Obviously, doesn't have a crazy doesn't have a post game at all because he's 6 foot. Ball control, of course, is 99. Passing's great. Defense, of course, is going to be great too, but good luck stopping a larger opponent with a 6 foot body frame. So I am kind of keeping it brief here, but this card, not very good. I mean, if you really want to use Allen Iverson, I wouldn't lock in 15 cards for this pink diamond. I mean, the badges are great, but not worth the amount of MT in my opinion. And if you really want to use Allen Iverson, get the diamond. Seriously, that one's pretty good. I mean, you'll find out pretty quickly whether or not you want to use an Allen Iverson online. So yeah, I know I kind of cut right to the chase here, and it feels like I'm hating on this whole set, but that's kind of why my final rating, I'm gonna have to give this set a 5, and I'm giving it a 5 because I want to go lower, but at this point in the year they are giving out pink diamonds, which is nice. Even if I wouldn't really personally get the reward, I'm not gonna bash it too much because some people really want this card, and the cards in this set are cool, don't get me wrong, but they really need to, if they're gonna release cards that they know don't really compete with what the meta, you know, like the normal type Anthony Davis cards and Kevin Durant's out there, they need to boost up the stats. I know it's not realistic, but they need to bump up the stats or badges. I'm primarily talking about these Demarcus Cousins and Bernard Kings. I know Bernard King didn't have a crazy 3, but make it a 75 at least, you know? Make it be able to compete with some of these crazy godly diamonds that were released earlier in the year. So that's my opinion on the set. 5 out of 10. Do I recommend doing it? Heck no. I know some of you guys might have got your checks back from the government or your taxes back. Do I recommend using that? No. I don't know. I just don't recommend you opening these packs at all. In my opinion, one of the worst ones of the year, but the cards are cool. It'll be nice getting a mix-up, but I don't recommend pulling these packs and or completing the set. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I'm sorry it's longer than usual, but we had 15 cards, and I just wanted to make sure I went through everything. So thank you guys for watching this video as usual, and I'll see you next time.